all to episode 3 of the Tathaastu series that is now on the topic competition. We will try to cover something with regards to our own experiences in pertaining to this particular topic competition in next 15 minutes. So to Ashish,
Thank
when
you
did
so
you?
much. Thank you, Munjal.
Yeah,
And it's the series is going very well, very smoothly. And see, these non-academic topics are so important and so interesting. Basically, I would say.
yeah,
Fine.
thank you. I mean, thanks to you both as well that you are now getting into the whole thought process of a particular series that Tathaastu is. So, Kirtan, to begin with, I would like to ask you, when did you learn this particular word competition? When did you realize the meaning of this word competition?
Oh, that's it. So straight a question, I would say. I believe right from our childhood itself. As soon as we entered our schooling, I would say that the word competition was actually directly or indirectly instilled in our minds. See, there are 25 students in your class, beta, or maybe 50 students in your class. You are supposed to study so many subjects, or you are even to participate in so many other co-curricular activities. See, you are the one who should stand apart out of everyone. So the word competition, see, says the world is very competitive. You need to be very strong. You need to be strong in your academics as well as in all other activities, whatever you do. So I believe that directly or indirectly, all this competitive thought process was instilled in our minds right from the childhood phase.
That's brilliant.
And of course, it carried forward as we entered our MBBS days, all these college studies part, and not to end over there, but also when we are in our practice, that someone is having this good practice or he is earning this much, you are earning this much, so you need to compete hard with and see, oh, so many different aspects. So yes, we basically can assume that humans are competitive right from their birth, probably.
So, how did you find it when you entered that class of MBBS in the on its first day? That you might have seen yourself amongst so many other lions around you. I
The
mean,
the so-called bright and intelligent mass
yeah.
amongst all, right? So again, so there was a hidden competition, or rather, I would say the better word is a state of cold war was constantly there among all students. Maybe on face or whenever we meet each other, we used to greet like anything, like fast friends. But maybe in the back of the mind, a state of cold war was constantly there. Maybe
Yeah,
not in our minds, but maybe in our friends' minds or whatever it is.
that's good.
So the actual competition was not away from us, rather from our personality
So it was an
by
integral
one or
part
other
of what
means.
you are or what you have been or what all of us
Absolutely,
have been. All of us
absolutely,
have been. Yeah. So
absolutely.
Ashish, how did you perceive that word competition in your childhood, and how did it evolve with your growth from childhood to right now?
Competition, as Kirtan bhai says, it's we all are facing, and I perceived like we were having that we want to get better, we want to learn more, and day by day even we want to learn different. Competition is like we are good in studies, we are not good in dance. That is again a competition. We can be good in one thing, we can't be good in all the things. So we can face a competition there also. We can become at the brightest at one side also, but then and then also we have to face a competition on the other side, because it's like greed. One is greedy to achieve everything, or that is that thing that you can't be excellence in all the fields. So it's like unavoidable that to feel that I am good in swimming, so then I see a bright student, then I want to be good in studies, but I am good in studies, then I want to see why I am not good in cricket. So, where and once we find that we like to be here also, we like to be here also, we like a girlfriend, or we like a girl, I want that also. I want to be good looking also, I want to be good in studies also, I want to be good in academics, sports,
So
in
what
family.
does
So this is
initiate? Yeah, what does initiate that particular stimulus in you? I mean, is it you that who wants to do all of this, or is something else external to you which would direct or drive you to do all this or think this in
It's
this manner?
again, the human body is so complex, so if we want to understand that, we want to be good in all. It's like not me, I think this is in everybody, that this feelings will be in everybody. What drives me, it's like I was learning cycle in my early childhoods. At that time also, I want to be good in cycling. Then again I started learning two wheeler, then four wheelers. Then I want to be master in that. I want to be take then playing games, video games, then I want to be good in that. So at every step, so since I can't remember also, since early to early childhood, there was always there this competition, or we can say
So maybe
competition,
maybe
or
what I would say that initially the competitiveness was instilled directly
hmm,
or indirectly in our minds, maybe by our
yes,
parents or by other
Society.
family members or even our friends. But later on, I believe that it became a part of our personality itself.
yes, it's like
That
we are in a
even
pool
without
of competition.
instilling, but yes, we ourselves feel competitive. Maybe with our friends, maybe with our colleagues or whoever maybe.
So that is a
All,
fact that one thing is very, very sure that all of us started, knowing this particular word by injection of the society from the external source that what competition is. Then we carried it forward, making it an integral part of our personality. And then now, after looking at the world from a larger perspective, after experiencing a lot in our journey called life is, after knowing that a lot of things are not in our hands whenever we are performing surgery, even if it started to be part of a competition with somebody else, we might at several steps got a realization that it is not a competition that is from the external world, that is it is something where we want to keep on improving upon as a self. That might be a choice now we have, again being the self which keeps on competing with others, that is stimulated by external world, and a self where we want to keep on improving upon ourselves for our own satisfaction. So to both of you,
So that actually creates an entire new dimension. What you are suggesting, that competition with self or competition with others.
yes.
Competition with self is of course much beneficial for the self improvement, I would say, and competition with others may be troublesome by all means. It may lead to your physical stress, mental stress, and whatnot. So it is actually detrimental, the competition with others. But yes, competition with self is always beneficial.
So basically, what I see from my point of view is, for example, if you are competing with 10 of the bottom, performers, you will never improve upon, because you will
Correct.
be the topmost out of those 10 or 11 people in the bottom. When you are actually seeing competition as a part of something that creates stress in your life, then it's a detrimental part. But when you actually look up to the 10 people who are ahead of you, it is an inspiration, or a driving force. So it's up to you to finding that balance, or up to us to finding that balance where we are stimulated or getting inspired from the competition, but at the same time not loading ourselves, because every single time there will be one person who is going to be ahead of us. So we are not going to be the best all the times. We are not even best when we think that we are at the best of the levels. So maybe competition can be taken as a driving force to improve upon our own selves rather than
But
pushing
so,
people behind.
Munjal, I beg your pardon for disagreeing with this. That there is a thin line of demarcation between that actually being seeing that particular person as a competitor, or only for the inspiration.
Yeah.
Initially, it may happen that yes, you have some idol in your life, you are just getting inspiration from him, but later on, he or she may become your competitor. So you need to balance, as you rightly said, that there's a thin line of demarcation, and you actually need to balance whether you are actually getting inspired or you are competing with that particular person.
That's true. That's true. So to Ashish, what do you think at this point of time? At this particular point of time in your life, how many competitions are you actually creating within yourself, or realizing that this many competitions are there with regards to the external forces which are compelling you to perform better?
uh, science in our field actually nowadays so we are mostly talking about our field, so we are learning new and new, and every day and day to day we are seeing more and more laparoscopic surgeries, more and more fetal medicine is evolving, more and more interventions in fetal medicines, and more newer machines, and to handle that machines, and to handle the newer instruments, and to learn the AI. Nowadays people are more into AI, the tech, and like you in music also, and in finance also, if many people are you like you are around, then that is again a great thing, that how we are doing this also, and we are doing other extracurricular also, and with how we are involving in the outside world, we are in social. So now today's at this stage, it's like at the workplace, the technology, the AIs, the machine learnings, the theoretical changes, and the curricular changes. We are in academics, though we are facing the curricular changes, the teaching to the students, because the students are evolving. So we need to change according to that also. The teacher need to be more evolved. So that is again a competition between the teachers also. So nowadays we are facing more that to how
That's true.
to excel in that things.
So I think, it's all about the glasses through which we would like to see the world is, or this particular theme of competition is. So just to conclude in brief, to Ashish and then to Kirtan, what would be the crux or the nichode of what competition word is to you throughout the phases of life, and now what you can give out to the people who might be, watching this, which can benefit them through their own life journeys.
Crux,
To conclude, I would
there will be a competition, or we have to always evolve. You have to always learn, but don't be afraid and don't be get anxious. Take your time, get at ease, seek help. It's not good, it's not bad to ask somebody,
Right.
to go to someone, be at ease, find out ways, and learn, and don't be shame for anything. You should be
Brilliant.
free to learn, and
So,
be at and to do at ease also always.
so if a person learns to ask for help and also learns to help others, the
Yeah.
human race has evolved on these two basic principles. That what I believe is. So if a person is free enough to ask for help and free enough to help others, I think the work is done. The whole life journey is going to be very very beautiful one. It's the satisfaction that you derive by helping others. It's the satisfaction of believing in that there will be people who are going to be of great help to you as well whenever you need. So that's the most important pillars of our own existence. To Kirtan, please.
correct, yes. So, as we already discussed, that competition with self should be the thing what we should be carrying forward in our minds, and also to keep in our minds. And even I would say that 0.1% of improvement by competing with ourselves every day, that leads to a greater amount of improvement with the passage of time. Okay, so even with that 0.1% of improvement is so good. And most importantly, don't let ever allow yourself to be compete with anyone else, maybe on your personal fronts, maybe on your professional fronts, maybe on your financial fronts, or whatever other things may be, because it will lead to a great amount of stress, that may be a physical stress or a mental stress, and that is definitely detrimental to our health. So no competition. Of course, I don't say that there is no competition, or I won't utter anything which sounds like a scent. Of course, I even feel competition. People might be seeing me as their competitors, but of course, that the perspective of competition should be shifted right to the self improvement, and not with the competition with others.
Brilliant. Okay. So as you said, competition with others will always be an illusion, which will never lead to the word enough or satisfaction. And competition with our
Because
own
there will
previous
there
self.
will always be someone who is performing better than you. If
Absolutely.
I'm performing better than you, then probably then my next target would be Ashish. Then Ashish should be performing better than me, even when
That's
I'm
true.
better than you. And even when I'm performing better than Ashish, then there would be some XYZ person who is even performing better than both of you, and other than me even. So
That's true.
there is no end of this rat race. So better compete with yourself, try focusing on your self improvement and just be at your ease and be at your peace of mind. That is what I wish to uh, achieve in my life even, and I wish to suggest to everyone who is watching this.
Brilliant. So the only competition that we can have is with her own previous self. That's it. I mean, everything else, anything else other than that, would be very, very, useless thing. Actually, very, very
Correct.
useless, and will lead us
Illusion, as you
nowhere.
rightly mentioned. Illusion.
Illusion. It is an illusion which it's like Mrugjar,
And
what we call
that will
it.
definitely lead us nowhere.
It's an oasis. Yeah. So thank you so much, Ashish and Kirtan. We hope to catch up with
Thank you so
next
much.
week. Thank you so much, Ashish and Kirtan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye and good night.
Bye.
Good night.
And
Good
best
night.
wishes to everyone who is watching this.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.